Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Viviana and I have been sharing with you all about my prep and my post shows, and I am now 4 weeks post show from the Texas State Natural Bodybuilding Show, and I plan to do another show in 5 months. So I'm 5 months away from my next show. I'm going to be sharing with you my updates, my check-in, my coach's feedback. That's kind of like what I've been doing every week. But in addition to that, I'm going to be sharing some different topics here in my YouTube. So in hopes that those of you that are interested in learning more about whether it is health, wellness, fitness, or bodybuilding, I can share all of that here. But as always, if you have any questions or anything in particular that you want me to share, please feel free to comment, message me so that I can add it to my video. So here we go with this week updates, check-in, and my coach's feedback. Good morning, everybody. Oh my God, I'm so tired. So today, I did not want to come to the gym. I am having pain. As you guys may know, I have arthritis. And so I'm assuming it's because it's the weather change, but my fingers hurt. My legs, my forearms, it is painful. But like I said, I just wake up, try not to think about it, and that's exactly what I did this morning. The alarm went off, I got up, and yes, I felt it, but I just don't think about it, start changing, getting ready, brush my teeth, do my thing. And then of course, put on my music that I enjoy so that I can kind of start getting into the the energy, right, to get to the gym. So I put on my music and I started walking, and then of course I started to feel, my hands, my feet, that they're hurting. But I always feel like every time or any time I feel like not coming, whether it is because I'm tired, I'm hurt, something, once I'm here and my music is on, it's like I'm in my own little world. Now, I'm not saying that if you're in some kind of pain or you're sick, you should be going to the gym. No, this is just ongoing for me. So I just take over-the-counter anti-inflammatory for, my arthritis and things like that. But that's it. Not if I were to be really sick, in a lot of pain, or anything like that. But anyways, a lot of the time, people don't feel the energy to go to the gym, and that's normal. You're not gonna feel that every day, all day. But I will tell you that once I'm here, I feel great all the time, every time. So that's why I feel that, once you get to the gym, to that environment with your music, your favorite music, it's gonna be okay. And then after that, you're gonna feel great. It's gonna feel like an accomplishment, or at least that's what I think, that's what I feel. So I'm here to train lower body, and it's gonna be great. get things ready for a move. I don't know how that's gonna work out. Okay, so we are here at a podcast studio. This is the first time we do this, and I'm gonna see how it goes because I am supposed to just push a button and I don't know what to do. So hopefully somebody gets here to help me out soon. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, everybody, so it is a check-in day, but as I previously mentioned, I am moving, and so it is like everything all over the place right now. So it's been pretty difficult to, record everything that's going on and updating with my daily living. But I will share with you my check-in for this week and my feedback. So
Baila, mi corazón, ven y mueve tu cuerpo al son. Las luces brillan, la fiesta empieza, el reggaetón nos enloquece. Dame la mano, vamos a bailar. Siente el ritmo, déjate llevar. No importa el lugar, no importa el momento. La pista de baile es...
Okay, so weight is very stable. You're actually down a little bit this week. I feel like that's a good opportunity for us to potentially add some food or drop some cardio. The question is, which would you prefer? At this point, I think it's more important to get some time back, especially with the holidays. So I'm going to drop your cardio 5 minutes a session, and we'll keep the food the same. I'd rather get your cardio down a little bit lower. Okay, so training program, I will attach that. New nutrition. Well, nutrition stays the same. Cardio, I'll put that below. You're planning to move. Okay, in the same building, so that won't be too stressful. Taking the family to Disney. That's awesome. All those steps makes it easy. Start prep for May from a leaner position. That's really the best thing. So new macros and cardio are below, and then the training plan is attached. And this is definitely our best post show yet, right? You've done wonderful. So let's keep it going. And we're getting closer and closer to that elite level of conditioning that it's going to take for us to win a show. Let's keep pushing for it. Thank you, Viviana.
okay, everybody, so it's now or never because I've been really busy and it's only gonna get worse. So I am just gonna give you this week's updates and what's happening. So let's see, this week we had our training the same. I actually checked in and now I'm getting a new training program, and my cardio did go down 5 minutes a day. So I think I'm at 40 minutes a day. Now, as far as like my weight, last week, in the middle of the week, I started my menstrual cycle. So my weight went up, and it had gone up because of Thanksgiving, and then I got my cycle, so it went and bumped that up, and then it slowly started getting down. So I checked in and the weight started to come down. Now during the week of my cycle, I don't remember the last time that I've craved food or just snacks or things like that. And this time around, there was about maybe 2 days that I was like craving different things. Now, for me, because I do macros, I always try to fit in what I'm craving. And obviously, it's not gonna be if I'm craving a cookie, a bag of cookies. It's gonna be a cookie or a piece of cookie. But just to have it because I'm craving it, and I will add it to my macros, so it'll count my calories, my fats, my carbs, whatever macronutrients are on that food that I've been craving. But it is very helpful for mentally, right? One of the things to be to continue to do your macros and be able to do this, because otherwise, when people see, when you know your macros, you make your own meal plan, right? Yes, you do have to make your meal plan just so that you know exactly what you're eating, how much you're eating, and again, how many calories, fats, protein, carbs you're eating. And if you're eating certain macros a day, then you need to know that. But you can build your own meals, your own meal plan, versus when a coach or somebody gives you a meal plan and you have to follow that meal plan. That's when it makes it a little difficult, because you have only what the meal plan is there, right, for you to eat. So if it says every day egg omelet, lunch sandwich, dinner fish and asparagus, whatever that might be. But if you eat that every day, all day, there might be people that, want to switch it up maybe once a week, every 2 weeks. I don't know. And if that's the case, you will probably do better if you know your macros, because you can build your own recipes, your own foods, your own plan, right? Now, yes, you'll eat the same thing, but it'll be foods that you are used to, foods that you enjoy, and it won't be hard on you to follow that meal plan. So if somebody gives me a meal plan, and this has happened before, I'm very good at following what you give me. I just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I did that for many years until I was introduced to macros, right? And I feel, and I always say this, but I feel that's why dieting is not very complicated or difficult on me, because I started when I had meal plans and I just followed exactly what was on my meal plan. So learning about macros later on, obviously to me, it was like, yeah, totally. If I can make my own meal plan and organize it however I want to, the foods that I enjoy within my macros, within my nutritional needs, within my fiber, everything, I can do that, right? So I learned more about it. But my point is that during my cycle, I started getting these cravings maybe 2 times the whole week or whatever I was on my cycle. And the thing is that because I know my macros, I was able to fit them in at, no problem, because I was able to do that. I got to enjoy some of what I was craving, and that's it. That cookie is no longer in my mind. I had it, enjoyed it, and moving on, right? Now, that is why I feel that it is important for us to know, our macros, to know what we're eating, and to set up a meal plan for ourselves that we actually enjoy and the foods that we enjoy. Now, there's also that we have to take in consideration our culture. I'm Hispanic, and you're brought up with certain foods. One of them is tacos, are like something that we have all the time. So making it a little healthier, just not adding, or at least for me, family, adding lard to our beans, right? But having refried beans is okay, except we don't add lard to it, right? Or having corn tortillas, that's fine. Having meat and soups and all these things that we eat in the Mexican or Hispanic culture. But again, making them to where they fit your macros, and you don't have to be eating certain foods that you're not accustomed to. Now, it's always nice to get introduced. I've said it before, I had never heard about rice cakes until 13 years ago when I started bodybuilding, and I loved them, and I still do. And since then, I've been eating them. But never had I heard about rice cakes growing up. I've never had a rice cake. So it is good to get introduced to different foods. And I do a lot of things that I never did when I was growing up, whether it is in my exercising, my activity, my diet, absolutely different. But again, you have to consider all these things for you to be successful when you're trying to make improvements in your nutrition, when you're trying to, be able to accomplish these things and be successful. You have to consider, your personal life, your culture, your own foods, in addition to your fitness. What are your goals? What are you trying to accomplish? If this is a lifestyle or if this is something that you're going to be getting ready to compete, this is something that you're looking forward to maybe one day competing. So what is it that you're trying to accomplish, right? That is something that you need to consider. Also your time. Make sure that if you have children, if you work, if you're married, whatever that might be, your time. Make sure that you understand that, yes, going to the gym, training, meal prepping, all of that is time consuming. But we need to make sure that we understand what are we trying to accomplish, but can we accomplish that within the lifestyle that we have? Because yes, it's going to take some sacrifices. Yes, it's going to be time consuming. But if this is what you want, you're going to have to set up time. You're going to have to be organized and kind of figure out what is it that you're trying to accomplish. So back to my point, I am now done with my check-in. And like I said, I'm getting a new program that I'm starting tomorrow actually, because I got it today. And then we are going to be moving. So I live downtown Austin, and there's buildings, right? But the building that I live in got some remodeling, and that's where we're going to move to a remodeled unit. And it's going to be in the same building. We've done this before, and so we should be moving this weekend. And then the following weekend, we are going to go on a family vacation for Christmas. So I'm taking my adult kids, I'm taking my grandbaby, and then this is going to be like a family reunion / vacation, because my husband's side of the family, they're all going, like my brother-in-laws, my sister-in-law, all of her kids, my mother-in-law with all her kids and the kids and grandkids and the great grandkids, like all of the side of my husband's family, we're all going. So it's going to be really, really fun, but it's also going to be really, really crazy. And I plan to vlog all about it, but that'll be on my personal YouTube, because it is all family oriented, and it's going to be super funny and super crazy, and everybody's patience is going to be tested. But anyways, now I'm going to make the changes that I got on my update. And then next week, like I mentioned, I want to do topics. I did put a poll on Instagram, and there is some people asking for recipes. Others are asking for training. There's different things. So I am planning to add, like I said, some topics so that I can also share the interest of our viewers to this channel. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. But hopefully I'll get, a little bit of time to do that. And this is why I just got home from work. And I think that if I wasn't able to record now, I probably won't be able to, and then this week's check-in wouldn't happen. So I am going to share with you what's happening if I can, and updating you as much as I can. My usual routine happened this week. Spend time with family, went to work, had all my, my walks that I love. In addition to, I started recording for my personal Facebook and my personal YouTube some topics for a podcast. So that's going to be something that I'm doing. And then in addition to, I started doing some, so you guys know I love coffee, and I am partnering with some coffee roast company that I am going to be sharing my link if anybody is interested. And it is, and you are as a coffee lover as me, where I enjoy great quality espresso and coffee, and that's what I'm going to be doing. So anyways, this is my week's update, but everything is working out. Hopefully in 5 months I'll be competing again. I'm sure that I'm going to start prep maybe the beginning of the year, so we can slowly start decreasing our calories and, you know, getting our cardio up and things like that, so that we prepare for the show. But we shall see. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.